शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगुं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिः। ॐ स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धस्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्ताक्षो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च मयो भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमः। नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमो बर्मिणे च बरूधिने च नमः। श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय चाहनन्याय च। ॐ नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो भ्रातेभ्यो भ्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मजज्ञानं प्रथमं पुरस्तात् विसीमतः सुरुचोरेण आवह सज्ञा उपमास्य विष्टाः सतश्च योनिम् असतश्च विवः। ॐ इदं विष्णुर्विचक्रमे त्रेधा निदधे पदं मा सम्मूढमस्य पागुसुरे स्वाहा। ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतोतैखवे नमः बाहुभ्याम् उत ते नमः। इति हरिहरदेवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जगदम्बिकायै नमः। ॐ मूलप्रकृत्यै नमः सृष्ट्यै नमः सृष्ट्यै नमः गत्यै नमः मत्यै नमः भगवत्यै परेश्यै नमः जगदम्बिकायै नमः। ॐ तामग्निवर्णां तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टां दुर्गादेवीं शरणं प्रपद्यामहे असुरान्नाशयित्र्यै ते नमः। ॐ जयन्ति मङ्गला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमस्तुते। ॐ ब्रह्मायस्यै हरिर्यस्यै शिवो यस्यै व्यधां नमः। नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। जगदम्बिकायै नमः अखंड ब्रह्मांड नायिकायै नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो नारायणाय। ओम विष्णवे प्रविष्णवे नमः।
Hello everyone, this is Archana and respected sirs, I have few questions from my end. Like, with your permission, we would like to have a brief interaction to understand the vision and global mission of the World Hindu Federation. So, here is my first question. Like, how do you define core mission of World Hindu Federation today, and how its global chapters contributing to this larger mission of Hindu unity and Sanatan Dharma?
Your question will define the core vision of the World Hindu Federation. Core vision of World Hindu Federation is Hindu advocacy. Hindu advocacy, where there is a need for Hindu, or where there is a suggestions, we go and help. Talking to the governments, talking to the UN and commissions, talking to United Nations. If there is anything, we used to write to the President, Prime Ministers of different countries. If there is opposition or anything, we raise our voice. All that is called democracy. Hindu needs democracy. In different countries, there are different problems. Suriname, there is a different problem. Guyana, there is a different problem. In Bali, Indonesia, there is a different problem. In Mauritius, there is a different problem. In UK, there is a different type of operation. In USA, there is a problem from the government side. The visa fees for other people is too less, but for Indian is too high because they are Hindus. And the same problem is there in UK because you know there are approximately 22 Lord Mayors. They are Muslims. Mostly they are Pakistanis. They are anti-Hindus. There are 10 mayors and approximately 50% of the ladies, they are as bad as the other Muslim mayors. And they always talk about the Sajid. If they will be the government, this one lady was coming as the Prime Minister. But unfortunately, she could not become the Prime Minister because the Prime Minister didn't resign. So, otherwise she was planning to become the Prime Minister of UK, the first Pakistani lady. And she has a lot of plans. And when they are in power, they try to bring Shariat law. And Shariat law is always against the Hindus. It is never in favor of Hindus. So, we help Hindus, we educate them, we advise them, we always used to stand with them. I will give you the example. It's 20 years ago, there was a coup in Suriname. There is a Hindu president and one Mr. Bukleji here, a black man, a Negro. He came to the power, he pushed him in the jail, approximately 1,000 people. And 300,000 people of Indian origin, they left the country. And they went to Holland, Netherlands. And they are still living there. And they are known as Hindustani. So the president died, was killed, many MPs and ministers were killed, but nobody came to their help. We have seen. There was, that time there was no World Hindu Federation. But none of our government, nor the central government, nor any state government, nor United Nations, nor our big Hindu organizations, with approximately 10 million members, very big organizations, they talk about Hindus. The very big political party of Hindus, they never came to help them. They were left alone. 15 years ago, Mr. Mahathir Chaudhary was the Prime Minister of Fiji. He was abducted. He was kidnapped and he was put in a ship. The regime was changed. General Rabuka became the president of the country. And then there was an amendment in the constitution. Now you know what, after that constitution what happened? Two Hindus votes are equal to one Fijian vote. The natives has right equal to two Indian votes. means the Indian will never become their prime minister. Then again, our organizations in India, the Hindu organizations, who take oath for Hindus, they never take. None of the government, they didn't come. But we are always with those people. When they are in problem, the same thing happened in Malaysia. Approximately 100 Hindus were sent to jail. Because one police officer was there, procession was going, and police officer was, he just fell down and it was crushed. Because all the people were, they haven't seen that. So 100 Hindus, that time Dr. Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister. They were sent to jail. They are still in the jail. None of our government could help them. So then they are the born Hindu faction. We come and stand up for our Hindu brothers. Okay.
Here are the key focus areas and major initiatives of this World Hindu Federation India chapter specifically, and particularly in strengthening culture, social and community engagement.
Area recent initiatives of WFS India chapter is strengthening cultural, social and community engagement. What happened? No, we always think there is a Hindu culture. Muslims are also, they possess it. Christians also possess that. But not in reality. It's not in reality. So we will have to, we will ask our children must say, Mother, I am a Hindu. Father, I am a Hindu. Sir, I am a Hindu. This feeling should go to their mind, go to their heart. They must know they are Hindu. They don't know. They go to English school, they go to Christian school, they learn good morning, good evening, good night, bye bye, but they don't say namaste, pranam, vanakkam, all these things. So you will have to teach. Our children are not learning as the children abroad are learning. If you go to USA, you go to UK, you go to Germany, where there are the Tamilians, there are the Telugu people, there are the UPN and Biharis, the culture is there. They are learning from their parents. Parents are also remembering our culture. So first we'll have to teach culture to our children. And before you teach them, you will have to learn the culture. What is your culture? What your grandmother was doing? What your mother was doing? So if we will remember, then the Hindu culture will go. What your grandmother was cooking, they learned. So the culture goes by tongue to your heart. So these girls, they win their husbands, they win their in-laws, they win their friends. So that recipe they must learn. So if your daughter is going after getting married and she is going with the different type of qualities and virtues she possesses. That is our culture. That passes.
So how we reach like they process
Yeah,
the culture.
that's right.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So,
Nobody. I have written many letters to Imran Khan when Imran Khan was Prime Minister of Pakistan. They didn't do anything. I written to this advisor to Bangladesh. He was crushing Hindus. And it is very bad. Our government has not taken any initiative. What was the interest of our government that time? They wanted one vote in United Nations of Bangladesh. Just for one vote, they were sacrificing Hindus. A lot of Hindus were killed. But we did not say. We were keeping a good friend. Bangladesh is a good friend. The lady who is with us now at age. So, she was not able to save our Hindus in the country. But we are saving her. So, it is very difficult to identify our culture and to save our culture. But we are fighting for people. And it will be saved. You see, unnecessarily there is a Hindu phobia in England and America. What is it? Hindus are not killers. They are not butchers. They don't abuse. But they say the Hindu phobia. We are demons. What nobody is going and nobody is fighting for it. So we have to fight. Please go ahead.
yeah, thank you, sir. And regarding this, what role do you envision for youth in World Hindu Federation's future roadmap? And what concrete steps are being taken to engage and to empower and to guide the next generations?
Madam, whether you wish or don't, a fight between Muslim and Hindus on the horse. Maybe after 6 months, maybe after 1 year, maybe after 2 years. They cannot assimilate. They don't forget their identity. They don't remember that our forefathers were one. That is the problem. And the problem puts us in a dangerous situation. What happened? In this problem, Hindus will be killed. Hindus can't kill anybody. Hindus can't kill Muslims. Hindus can't kill Christians. But only one thing we'll have to do, that they must survive. They must save themselves. If they're not going to kill, but they are going to save. They must save themselves. That is the need of the time. And for that, our youth must learn martial arts. And government is not, though there is a Hindu government, many of the ministers, many of the IS officers, DC, commissioners, collectors, they are Hindus, but they don't give you the license. Arms and ammunition license is difficult. You don't get it. Then how we are going to fight? Boxing? No. We must have some sticks. just like swords made of stone. So you can save yourself. We are not going to kill anybody, but this will save us. Just like our Muslim friends, they have lot of bricks, lot of stones, stone pelting. If they don't have any arms and ammunition, they use this. So we will have to be safe. And for that only you cannot one man, one farm. So we must be united. If the one colony, one city, they are not united, they will be killed one by one. So there should not be any Punjab of 1947. There should not be any fighting in the mohallas, cities, suburbs. You must be aware of that. You must be united. If the Hindus are not united, they must be ready for it.
World Hindu Federation over the next decade, both in India and at the global level?
We were helping making of Hindu countries. We are also trying to make India a Hindu country. We are successful there. We decided to bring one Shankaracharya in Nepal, and that is the first lady Shankaracharya. You know, the Nepalese ladies are very hardworking. They do all the houseworks, their agriculture, their business, and going temple is part of. The Nepalese gents, they sleep. There is a proverb, Surya Ast Nepal Mast, means they drink and sleep. Then what the ladies used to, after feeding their family, after feeding them, they go to bed. They sing bhajan and other things. So they are, due to them, the Nepal survives. The constitution is not Hindu country, it was changed. But now I think the new Prime Minister they have not decided the democracy. But very soon there will be Hindu country, Nepal will be the Hindu country, and India will also be the Hindu country. And we hope after some time, 5 or 10 years time, Mauritius can be a Hindu country. Bali can be a Hindu country. It will be divided from the Indonesia. It will be Bali, Java, and Jakarta. These portions can be converted into Hindu. So Thailand will be there is a fight between Muslims and Buddhists. So sometime Thailand may be the Hindu country, and the Cambodia the same. We are waiting and we are in making of Hindu country, many Hindu countries.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for guiding who are here, and thank you for enlightening insights and visionary guidance. Your words truly inspire students from the organized, Jagrat and united Hindu society. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
So, as the World Hindu Federation moves towards a stronger expansion in Telugu states, how do you envision the role of women and youth in building a vibrant, organized, and spiritual rooted Hindu leadership for the future?
Thank you for the amazing question. First of all, from both the Telugu states, we thank, as the General Secretary of the World Hindu Federation, we thank our International President, Dr. Ajay Singh Ji, for giving us an opportunity to conduct a national conference here in Hyderabad, Bhagyanagar. We have been, trying relentlessly for so many years. He and our International Vice President Ji and our National President Ji and everybody in the entire team relentlessly is working for global Hindu advocacy. The term itself talks about how we are going to be advocating about Hinduism, how we are going to be, standing strong as Hindus. So our President Ji has already, addressed the gathering. Now, we from World Hindu Federation very strongly believe that the future of Sanatana Dharma depends greatly on women and youth. The future entirely, in fact not greatly, entirely depends on women and youth, because कहीं पे भी कुछ भी करना है तो महिलाओं के हाथ में रहता है और युवा के हाथ में रहता है. एक फैमिली को चलाना महिला का जो हाथ का एक दाएं हाथ का खेल बोलते हैं उसको. वैसे ही अगर हम सोचेंगे कि धर्म का जो स्थापना और धर्म का जो संरक्षण है वो महिला इतना अच्छे तरीके से कर सकती है, शायद कोई और भी कर सके उसको. No. Women are not only the first custodians of dharma in their family but also in the entire society. So we from World Hindu Federation very strongly believe that we must create strong platforms for women leadership and spiritual participation of them, and also organizational responsibility given to them. So you see me here as the General Secretary for World Hindu Federation in India. So you see that we are encouraging women leadership, and also we take them and give them the organizational responsibility very strongly. As rightly quoted by our international president, we have one of the first women Shankaracharya in Nepal. So we should also understand that is what we encourage and empower our women for. Now, at the same time, we also believe that youth should be connected to dharma, and they should be connected to dharma through purpose and identity and leadership and service. So in simple terms, I would say they should be a part of each and every dharmic activity that we do. Youth should be an innate part of every activity that we do, that we have to maintain. So our vision for both the Telugu states is clear, very clear. Women must lead, youth must rise. Both of these categories that we call should be an integral and innate part of our World Hindu Federation, and dharma must organize. We should be organizing dharma. Now, if we can achieve that in both the Telugu states, then probably both the Telugu states will become the powerful pillars for World Hindu Federation and the future of the Sanatana Dharma and the thought process we have got for the entire country. So entire world, I would say. So our tagline that we have got, global Hindu advocacy. Our firm works for that, our organization works for that, and we strongly believe that women and youth make a very, very, very integral organizational strength for World Hindu Federation. Thank you so much.
2026-27 के लिए वर्ल्ड हिंदू फेडरेशन की राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर आपकी प्रमुख कार्य योजना क्या है, विशेषकर संगठन विस्तार, हिंदू एकत्व, युवा शक्ति और महिला नेतृत्व को लेकर?
बहुत अच्छा आपने प्रस्तुत किया है कि अगली योजना हम लोग जो बना करके चल रहे हैं उसके बारे में बहुत जरूरी है सबको जानना. हम तो ये कहेंगे कि हर महीने एक ऐसा कार्यक्रम हो हर स्टेट में, एक स्टेट में. मेरी ये भी योजना है कि हम 4-5 स्टेट को रीजनल वाइज कमिटी बना करके उस कार्यक्रम को अति शीघ्र हम लोग शुरू कर दें. मेरी ये भी योजना है, हालांकि सब तो उसको ये करेंगे कि जल्द से जल्द हर स्टेट में 5-5 हजार मेंबर बन जाए. ये हम इस 26-27 की योजना में इसको हम रखते हैं कि हर स्टेट में 5-5 हजार हेल्पर बन जाए। मेरी ये भी योजना है कि हम स्टूडेंट विंग को भी मजबूत करें, जैसा कि हमें एक यहाँ बहुत अच्छा यूथ विंग मिला हुआ है आपके तेलंगाना में, हम उसको जोड़ेंगे। युवा शक्ति को भी जोड़ेंगे, महिला शक्ति को भी जोड़ेंगे। हम चाहते हैं कि जल्द से जल्द इस साल में हर स्टेट में हमारी कमेटी बन जाए, हर स्टेट में हमारे मेंबर ज्यादा से ज्यादा मजबूत हो जाए। और सबसे जरूरी है धन की आवश्यकता, फंडिंग की व्यवस्था सबसे जरूरी है। फंडिंग के ऊपर हम लोग विशेष जोर दें। सब लोगों को हम निवेदन करेंगे कि आप लोग फंड की व्यवस्था करवाएं। संस्था के पास फंड अभी नहीं है, जिसके वजह से आयोजन में थोड़ा बहुत त्रुटि रह जाती है। अपने बल पर आदमी कितना कर सकता है, इसलिए सबसे जरूरी है कि संस्था को थोड़ा फंडिंग करें। थोड़ा थोड़ा करेंगे तो एक बहुत बड़ा, जैसे सर ने कल बोला था कि अपनी जो भी मासिक आय है या वार्षिक आय है उसका 10% भी अगर ये धर्म के काम पर कर देंगे तो ये बहुत बड़ा ये हमारी संस्था जो है ना। अभी तो हम चाहते हैं कि यहाँ जो कार्यक्रम हुआ है ये इतना खर्चा जो है सो हमारी बहन ज्योत्सना जी ने किया हुआ है या सत्या बाबू ने किया हुआ है, ये बहुत बड़ी बात है। इसके लिए आप लोग ताली बजा करके इनका अभिनंदन कीजिए। हमारे जितने भी स्टेट से आए हुए हैं डेलीगेट्स, मैं उनको विशेष धन्यवाद भी देते हैं और अभिनंदन भी करते हैं, इस वजह से कि अपना समय और पैसा लगा करके यहाँ आए। ये कोई छोटी बात नहीं है। आज के युग में कोई कहीं एक पैसा भी खर्च करना नहीं चाहता है किस संस्था के लिए। वो भले पूछा कि हमको इससे फायदा क्या है, तो पहले तो हम उसको ये समझाते हैं कि भाई फायदा ये है, कुछ नहीं फायदा है तो हम तुम्हें फायदा करा देंगे पर्सनल लेवल पे, लेकिन तुम जुड़ो इससे। बिजनेसमैन को ये फायदा होगा कि आपको हम इंटरनेशनल उसमें ले चलेंगे कॉन्फ्रेंस पे, तो वहां के बिजनेसमैन से आपकी मीटिंग करा देंगे। आपको उसमें जो बिजनेस का आपको फायदा लगे वो आप कर लेना। यहाँ के लिए हम करते हैं कि युवा शक्ति या नारी शक्ति या विद्यार्थी वाले जो हैं, हम उनको एक योजना अभी तुरंत नहीं लागू करेंगे, आने वाले समय में उनको एक ट्रेनिंग टाइप का छोटा सा रखेंगे, 2 दिन का या 1 दिन का एक सेमिनार टाइप का रख करके हम उनको धर्म के प्रति आस्था जगाने का काम करेंगे। धार्मिक विषयों पर उनको चर्चा करने का मौका देंगे, आपस में चर्चा करेंगे, उनसे चर्चा करेंगे। हम कोशिश करेंगे कि हर विश्वविद्यालय में इस कार्यक्रम को करें। हमारे बहुत सारे वाइस चांसलर हैं, मित्र हैं, प्रोफेसर हैं, जैसे यहाँ जयशंकर जी बैठे हुए हैं। मैंने इनको बोला हुआ है कि आप इस कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाइए, विद्यार्थियों को जोड़िए। पूरे देश में हम चाहते हैं कि विद्यार्थियों को जोड़ देते हैं तो आने वाली जो पीढ़ी जो है वो जरूर जो है इस काम को सबसे आगे बढ़ाएगी। आज हम कर रहे हैं, कल के लिए हमें ये चिंता करनी है कि आने वाली पीढ़ी को हम क्या दे करके जा रहे हैं। हम सबसे जरूरी है कि हम धर्म के प्रति उनको आस्था जगाएं। धर्म के प्रति ये नहीं कि सिर्फ पूजा पाठ से ही हो जाएगा। जैसे सर ने कहा कि किसी के ऊपर अन्याय हो रहा है, अगर किसी हिंदू के ऊपर आप वहां खड़े हो जाएंगे तो किसी की हिम्मत नहीं है कि वो ये करे। तो ये काम भी बहुत जरूरी है। दूसरा, जो अपनी बच्चियां हैं उसके ऊपर ध्यान दें, क्योंकि आजकल जो सनातन के विरोध में है उनका फोकस सबसे ज्यादा बच्चियों पे है। उनको वो बहला फुसला कर, नाम बदल कर उनसे शादी करते हैं, धर्म परिवर्तन कराते हैं, बाद में उनको छोड़ देते हैं या उनको काट मार देते हैं। तो ये बहुत दुख होता है ये सुन करके, देख करके। हमें बहुत जरूरी है कि अपने बच्चों को डेली की शिक्षा अगर नहीं दे सकते हैं हिंदू धर्म के लिए, तो कम से कम रविवार को एक साथ बैठ करके पूजा करें, हवन करें। उनको विशेष रूप से रुचि लगाएं कि सप्ताह में 1 दिन मंगलवार शनिवार को मंदिर ले जाएं, उनको टीका चंदन करें, उनको शंख बजवाएं। कोई बच्चा का जन्मदिन है तो उसमें शंख दीजिए, रुद्राक्ष दीजिए, धार्मिक पुस्तक दीजिए। ये बहुत जरूरी है। हम लोग तो आज सर हैं, उसके बाद हम हैं, उसके बाद और है, तो हम आगे इस काम को अगर बढ़ाते हैं तो मुझे लगता है कि इस संस्था को बहुत ऊंचा और बहुत दूर तक ले जाएंगे। मैं लास्ट में यही कहूंगा, यतो धर्म ततो जय। जहां धर्म है वहां विजय है। आप लोगों को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आप आए, पधारे, यहाँ इतनी अच्छी बातें सीखने को मौका मिला, मुझे डांट सुनने का मौका मिला। आप लोगों को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद आपको डांट खाने के लिए। एक चीज और मैं कहना चाहता हूँ ज्योत्सना जी से भी और जो है विनय जी से, सत्यभाव से, कि कुछ समय के बाद, मे बी आफ्टर 6 मंथ या जो है 1 साल के बाद, हम लोगों को तेलंगाना या जो है आंध्र की बात नहीं करने में, तो देश की बात करना, हमें यूथ एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम करना चाहिए। असम का यूथ, बंगाल का यूथ, उड़ीसा का यूथ यहाँ पर आए और उनको 1 हफ्ते का हम कैंप रखते। हमारे बच्चे उनके साथ मिलते, उनके बच्चे फिर हमारे बच्चे इसी तरह से असम या दहे राजस्थान या वहां पर जाए। कम से कम साल भर में हम 2 बार इंटर स्टेट यूथ एक्सचेंज, जिसमें लड़के लड़कियां दोनों हैं, नॉट ओनली बॉयज। लड़कियों को आप इंतजाम कीजिए, और बहुत जरूरी नहीं कि उनको होटल्स में रखिए। आप जहाँ पे लड़कियां हैं, जिस घर में लड़कियों को, उस घर में रखिए। उनके जो गार्जियंस हैं उनको पहुंचा दें जहाँ पर अपना कैंप लगा है, फिर उस शाम को ले जाएं। उनके खाने पीने की व्यवस्था वो अपने घर पे करें। उसी से लड़के जहाँ पे जो है उस एज ग्रुप के लड़के हैं, अपने घरों पर ले जाएं, तो वो थोड़ा यहाँ का कल्चर भी सीखेंगे और एक दूसरे के साथ दोस्ती भी होगी। और अपना जो है समझिए कि फ्रेंडशिप जब जनरेट होता है, तो अब जो बात होगी, जब हम हिंदुत्व की बात करेंगे, जब अपनी रक्षा की बात करेंगे, तो कल्चर का जो है एक्सचेंज होता है। तो ये जो कल्चरल प्रोग्राम्स करते हैं, वो करते हैं, यूथ एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम करते हैं, तो बहुत सारी चीजें वो हमसे सीखते हैं और हमारे बच्चे भी सीखते हैं। ये करना चाहिए, इसको इनकरेज करना चाहिए। हम लोगों ने 2000 में इंटरनेशनल यूथ एक्सचेंज किया था। वो बड़ा कार्यक्रम था। उसमें जाम्बिया, जिम्बाब्वे, साउथ अफ्रीका, मॉरिशस, मडागास्कर, रसिया, नेपाल के बच्चे जो है 200 बच्चे, लड़के लड़कियां लोग आए थे। और बहुत बड़े बड़े, काशी में बहुत बड़े विद्वानों में पंडित किशन महाराज थे, तबला मैस्ट्रो। उन्होंने जो है उनको 3 घंटे जो है बताया उसके बारे में। हिस्टोरियंस से बहुत उन्होंने भारत की हिस्ट्री के बारे में बताया उनको। और इसी तरह से जो है समझे कि आयुर्वेदा क्या है, तो आयुर्वेद के बारे में उनको, योग के बारे में, तो वो एक दिन उनके जो है वो चलते रहे, पूरे क्लासेस चलते रहे। और हमने फिर डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को, इंस्टीट्यूशंस भी बहुत ज्यादा जो है इंटरेस्टेड थे। उन्होंने इन 200 बच्चों को अपने यहाँ इन्वाइट किया और उनको जो है अपने इंस्टीट्यूशन में उनके साथ कल्चरल प्रोग्राम किया मिलकर के। और उनको शाम को जो है उनका डिनर इंस्टीट्यूशंस की तरफ से था, और उनको जो है साल उड़ाए तो साले उड़ाए, उनको गिफ्ट दिया। वो बहुत ज्यादा उनको लगा। और फॉरेन के बच्चों के साथ हमारे बच्चे मिलकर इतने खुश थे। तो हम इस तरह के अपने जो है हिंदू यूथ को बुलाएंगे और नेशनल लेवल पे कर भी 1 साल या 2 साल में ऐसा प्रोग्राम करेंगे। ऐसा मेरा सजेशन है। बाकी तो जो है डॉक्टर विनय प्रताप सिंह जी जानेंगे, इनकी नेशनल बॉडी जानेगी। जब मैं कहता हूं तो कहते हैं कि हमको डांटते हैं। अरे भाई, अगर टीचर का डर नहीं होगा तो बच्चा पढ़ेगा कैसे? इन्हें तो हमको ABCD पढ़ाना पड़ेगा। धन्यवाद।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। आपका ABCD में प्रोग्राम है और मुझे उम्मीद है कि इसमें IAS हम जरूर करेंगे, टॉप करेंगे। देखिए हमारे विद्वान महोदय जो है ना, आशीर्वाद दे दिए, हम इसमें टॉप करेंगे। और पहले से भी हम अगले बेंच पर बैठने वाले हैं अपने क्लास में और टॉप करने वाले हैं।
Now we have a question for Sahil. To strengthen WHL at the grassroots level, and how do you see the role of local leadership in building a strong and united Hindu society.
So, pranam and namaskar to all my WHF members who are present here. Towards them regarding this, we want to get into the grassroots level. We have amongst us discussed that wherever our people are present, WHF members or board, whoever is present, we will try to discuss with the local temple committees, religious organizations, try to hold some small events there. It can be Annadan, it can be some kind of a Havan, it can be some kind of a puja, where there is an integration of all the local Hindus to come to that particular place and then participate in that place. And our WHF members to see how well the integration happens, keep the details of everybody, and then keep inviting them locally for all the programs, include some cultural programs, then slowly spread to the other programs. So if it is done with this intention, there is a very good way that the Sangathan can become very strong at the grassroots level. Once the Sangathan becomes strong at a grassroots level, then at a national level, everybody will start noticing that we are people who are able to integrate or bring a small change in the thinking which is relevant to Sanatana Dharma. So finally it will end up that such an integration will lead to a great national unity. So this is what we are planning. It may appear a little bit difficult, but with this kind of enthusiastic WHF members who are there in each of the localities and in the places where we are existing, if we start doing it, it will have a greater impact is our thinking. Thank you. Yes, yes, we will do that. And anyway, these are all things which will be discussed from time to time and reviewed to make the whole program better. And we'll integrate all the ideas.
Great answer, Mangesh.
Thank you.
Resolutions. 2 मिनट का और समय दें। धन्यवाद ज्ञापन करेंगे और रेजोल्यूशन जो भी पास हुआ है उसके बारे में पढ़ के सुनाएं।
मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि कल 11 बजे से इंतजार कर रहा था कि माइक कब मिलेगा, मिला है। So, with all the sir, Mr. Bose and others, it's my humble request. थोड़ा एक 2 minutes का gap दे आपके lunch में. Sorry for the interruption, because now we are just going to read out the resolution points of our national executive body, where after each of the resolutions will request for your consent, all the members present here. And as our international body president has suggested, to lift both your hands up to say Om once you have accepted the resolution. Thank you very much. Let me start with the preamble. World Hindu Federation resolution of the National Executive Body 2000 being adopted at the National Conference held in Hyderabad 29-30th March 2026. Following the successful conclusion of the 2-day National Conference of WHF, National Executive Body hereby announces the following resolutions for the approval of its WHF members and the governing body. Preamble. Recognizing the importance of Dharma, constitutional values and the protection of Hindu communities worldwide, and acknowledging the resolution introduced by Sri C.S. Rangarajan, the WHF resolves as follows. Core resolutions. First one, WHF affirms that the protection and enforcement of Article 26, read with Article 365, along with the rights of Sri Ram Lala, are integral to upholding constitutional morality, that is Dharma. WHF second point, WHF calls upon all religious denominations globally to respect the sovereignty of Dharma, ensuring the right of all communities to practice their faith and preserve their language and culture. Third resolution, WHF strongly condemns disruptions to law and order, including incidents in Undi constituency affecting the Ramalayam, and urges authorities to ensure peace and facilitate its lawful restoration. Fourth resolution, WHF resolves to promote the principle of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam as a universal framework for global harmony and coexistence. Fifth point, WHF acknowledges the submissions before the Honorable Supreme Court, advise this constitutional vision, and urges the Union Government to extend full support in the upcoming hearing to uphold constitutional and dharmic principles. International concerns and human rights. Sixth point, WHF strongly condemns violence against Hindus in Bangladesh and calls for the immediate and unconditional release of Chinmay Krishna Das. It further demands compensation for damaged temples, properties and businesses. Seventh resolution, WHF expresses concern over the Bhumiputra policy in Malaysia, viewing it as discriminatory, and calls for equitable inclusion of marginalized Hindu communities or reconsideration of the policy. Eighth point, WHF condemns organized conversion activities targeting vulnerable Hindu population and urges governments worldwide to take measures against such practices that create social discord. WHF expresses grave concern over incidents in Sindh, Pakistan involving kidnapping, forced conversion and marriage of minor Hindu girls, and calls for immediate intervention and justice. 10th resolution, WHF supports the concept of secure and self-governing Hindu enclaves in Bangladesh to ensure the protection, continuity and preservation of Hindu culture and heritage. 11th resolution, WHF raises concern over rising Hindu phobia across academia, media and public discourse globally, and calls for corrective measures to ensure fairness, dignity and accurate representation of Hindu traditions. Final conclusion. The World Hindu Federation reiterates to commitment to dharma, justice, pluralism and global harmony, and calls upon governments, institutions and civil society worldwide to uphold these principles. Adopted unanimously by the WHF National Executive, Hyderabad, India, Bhagyanagar, India, 30th March 2026. Thank you all of you.
Pandya ji,
me to Dr. Sridhar and Jyotsna ji and her entire team who have relentlessly worked last 4-5 days to make this WHF National Executive Meet a very grand success. I request all of you to please stand and give a standing ovation to them. It is the rightful thing to do. Ma'am, you are honored with all this that you have done for us here. I think our unity begins here, the way you have structured and done everything, and we will carry forward this to all the other states. Thank you so much.
ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं
Telugu States Executive Committee. The following members are hereby announced as part of the Executive Committee for Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Dr. Nadin Divya, Mr. Tirupullur Satish Vinay Kumar, Mr. Param Prasam Neela Venkat Raman, Mr. Gadan Ranjit, Dr. Anil Kumar Patil. We congratulate all the newly announced members and wish them great success in strengthening the mission of WHF in Telugu states and help in making of Hindu Rashtra. Thank you. And I read in Telugu. Andarika Namaskaram, World Hindu Federation, జాతీయ కాన్ఫరెన్స్ ఇక్కడ భాగ్యనగరం భాగ్యనగరంలో నిర్వహించటం చాలా ఆనందంగా ఉంది. దీనిని ఇంత సక్సెస్ఫుల్ గా చేసినందుకు అందుకు ధన్యవాదాలు. తెలుగు స్టేట్స్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ బాడీ ఇన్ ఫార్మ్ చెరువు చేసుకున్నాం. అనాథుడికి ధన్యవాదాలు.
So this is followed by a Telugu lunch. It is ready. Thank you.
ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः.
Jai Shri Ram!
जय श्री राम.
जय